Man, what a month already has gone by. It's time for that update. I gotta say though, man, beginning of New Year's was crazy. I was already getting tested. I mean, that's just the life on semen retention, man. I mean, you're always getting tested. I feel like I never go a day where I'm not being tested, either by like people who want to see if I remain contained with my energy, or just, I like to call them low frequency vibes, low frequency people that just, they feel your energy and they feel the need to talk to you when you're just trying to mind your business. And honestly, this new year, a lot has already changed in the ways that I interact with people. I mean, I just like to keep to myself. I mean, I meditate, I do my disciplines every day, and I'm just keeping to myself. I'm focused on what I need to do. I'm not here to get distracted by anyone, right? Unless you're a part of that journey and a part of that path, and we grow together for a certain amount of time, and then we part ways, right? But here's the thing. I mean, I'm learning about a new concept called alignment as I'm on this semen retention journey, and that's really not chasing anything, right? I mean, back before, when I was fapping all the time, I'd always have goals. I was always chasing things. I was motivating, pumping myself up to get stuff done. And granted, by the grace of God, I mean, I hit all my goals. Like anything I ever wanted, I got, right? When I focused, I overcame the challenges. I was persistent until I got what I wanted. Now, I'm not chasing anything. And this is something God is teaching me, because he's like, look, you just have to become the frequency of everything you want to attract, and that's it. And so that's what I'm learning now, and it's a complete change to how I used to operate, because I really don't have to chase anything now. The only thing I have to do is become the man that attracts everything that resonates with me personally, right? Because there's so many people out there chasing validation, chasing brands, chasing things that don't even really align with who they are, just to feel like there's somebody, right? And the thing that I'm learning now more is that the more I look at people, the more I see through the illusions of the marketing and these luxury brands, like let's say Louis Vuitton, right? I'm looking at all these people that wear this stuff, and I'm like, man, you guys need so much validation that you need to buy this stuff to feel like you're somebody, when I can literally walk into a room, shift the whole energetic vibe, and literally be wearing the simplest clothes ever, right? And I'm like, man, that is real power. That is real authority. When you can walk into a room, shift the entire dynamic just with your presence, without any labels, without wearing any name brand clothes, without wearing any name brand cars, like anything like that, dude. Because when you really strip down all the marketing off of it, it's nothing. It means nothing. It doesn't add any value to who you truly are if it doesn't come from within. It's all external props, right? And that's something I learned last year. I mean, I worked at this site where everything was about optics. People wearing suits, people looking like they were worth millions and trillions of dollars. And I'm like, it's fake, because anybody could play the part. But real presence, that stuff is earned. You can't fake presence. You got to earn that. You got to earn your stripes. So when you walk into a room and you're able to change the entire dynamic without any flashy stuff, dude, you got authentic power. And that's something that I'm learning now. During this month of January, I literally go into like stores or like on the bus or like anywhere that I need to go, and dude, people just go silent. They recalibrate to my energy because they can feel it. And it's incredible to see, because I mean, I walk around people that are like giants, and they literally cower down to me. They like bow down to me in the sense that they feel my presence, and it doesn't matter what I look like. It doesn't matter my body size. It doesn't matter what I look like. It doesn't matter what I dress like. The presence speaks for me now. The aura speaks for me now. And that is what I continue to develop and continue to observe everywhere I go. And I even noticed this when I was talking to the DM where I work, and something came over me because he was trying to defend a security guard that was consistently late. And he tried to make me feel like I was the one in the wrong because I'm consistent and I show up on time. And I literally shut it down by just saying, look, it's in the handbook. Everyone's supposed to be here on time. Shut him up, got it done. And I felt my energy just like take over the whole conversation. It even almost like took him like back. He's like, whoa, like where did that come from? You know, and I wasn't disrespectful. I wasn't doing anything. I was just being clear about the facts and the standards that the company has. And he had to check himself. And I've been noticing that a lot too. I mean, I don't care about people's titles. I don't care about people, you know, what you do. I don't care if you're a CEO. I don't even care if you have a ton of money. It's all optics. If you don't have the real presence, you're just a fake. You know, like anybody could have any of that. But real true power and authority comes from retaining your seed and learning how to transmute it and being disciplined with it day in and day out. Like you can't fake this stuff. And so this is what I'm learning now on my journey. I'm literally seeing through all the illusions that people just, you know, these fronts, these masks that people wear. And when you're on semen retention, those masks fall off because we can see right through it. We can see through the BS, right? And it makes people uncomfortable. And right now in my personal journey, I'm getting so comfortable with making people uncomfortable with my presence because I'm exposing their gaps. I'm exposing the inner work that they haven't done within themselves. I'm just exposing all the illusions everywhere I go. And it's just amazing to see. And that's something that I'm really starting to observe now this month. And of course, the more that I continue to grow, the more that, you know, things align. And that's another thing I'm learning too, you know, with God. You know, for a whole year, I had these medical bills that I had to pay, and I was picking up overtime like a madman for like a little over a year. And at the beginning of this year, all my OT disappeared. Like I'm sitting there calling all the managers. I'm like, yo, I need OT. They're like, yo, Chewy, we don't have any. And I was sitting there getting so mad at God. And then God was like, just pay off your bills now. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you have enough. Just pay it off. So I literally paid it off now. Now I don't even have to like work weekends. I don't have to, dude, I could sleep in. I could enjoy my weekends again now. And I still have so much money left over. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, anything that God does, especially right now at semen retention, I'm like, dude, it all works out for my good. I just need to be able to see it from a higher perspective. You know, I'm over here like getting pissed off at God that he's closing OT on me. And he's like, I'm actually doing something good for you. Like I'm like, I don't want you to burn yourself to the ground. Like pay it off. You have plenty. Like just pay it off and then just enjoy your weekends. Enjoy sleeping in and get your rest. And I'm like, damn, God. I'm like, I'm over here doubting you. And like every little thing, closed doors, everything, even delays. I'm now starting to see it from a higher perspective on how God's orchestrating my whole life for my good. And that's something that I'm just relearning again from a higher perspective through semen retention. And so that's something that I've really been noticing this month. I mean, a lot of interactions with different people. I mean, I get people like I got off the bus the other day and this homeless guy was sitting there just like talking to himself. And I could tell he felt my presence because as soon as he felt my presence, he got up like some demon like possessed him and he started just yelling at me. Blah, 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 blah. And I had my headphones in. I didn't care what the hell he was saying. And I'm just sitting there walking to where I need to go. And he starts like charging at me. And I'm like, dude, what the hell is this guy's problem? He was just like, blah, 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 blah. And of course, I didn't even know the guy. He was just crazy. And so, light turned green. I literally just crossed the street and went about my business. But I'm like, damn, I had to dig deeper. I was like, what was that? I'm like, oh, he felt the contrast. He felt how I was so contained and he was so chaotic and it just threw him off. And I was like, man, that's the stuff that people feel when my presence walks into a room. Even when I'm walking down the street, it doesn't matter where I'm at. There's certain people that I make uncomfortable because they haven't dealt with their own issues and they feel the contrast. And there's two people that like my energy and they like it and they vibe with it, and 3 people that are just neutral. They don't care. I mean, they're just off doing their own thing. And I'm literally creating this whole chart from like low frequency individuals to high frequency individuals and how they react to my presence now, because everyone falls into a typical stereotype unless you break through that stereotype. And that's something that I'm learning now. I'm breaking through all these stereotypes that I have for myself. And even at the beginning of this year, I looked back and I was like, damn, I'm the generational curse breaker of my family. I'm like, I'm not following anything that they're doing. I'm literally creating a whole new like wave for my family line. I'm like, I'm breaking every curse that they had. And I'm like, damn, that ish ain't easy. It ain't easy. But I looked back and I just had to give myself like a pat on the back, because I'm like, man, 16 years of this journey. I mean, of walking with God. I mean, and then learning about semen retention and then doing that. I'm like, damn, man, it's a journey, but golly, it's been hard, but but it's starting to be worth it. I'm starting to see how it's worth it now, the power that I have to control rooms, to control people, and just energy with like a humble heart. And I'm like, damn, dude, like this is the price. This is the sacrifice for like this authority. And it's only continuing to grow. And of course, you get tested. I get tested every day. I got tested right before I got here. It's just how it is. It's how you keep leveling up. And then you just get used to it. So that's my ramblings for today. But yeah, man, this journey is amazing. I'm sure you guys hear that all the time. I'm sure you guys watch other, YouTubers that make this kind of content. But I'm just showing you guys my journey month by month. So, yeah, stick with it if you just started. I mean, learn to transmute. I don't really want to keep talking about the same stuff because, I mean, I'm just moving it forward. I'm already past all that. I'm already past all that validation crap. Like, a lot of people, like, put even, like, their little titles to get more views. I don't care about views. If it resonates with you, it resonates with you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't care about all that validation crap. I know who I am. I know my presence. I know my authority. And I'm just living here. So, send you guys so much joy, so much peace and power. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Next month. Peace.